I believe spiritual warfare has increased. I believe that God is letting us know the times we're in. The news is reporting rare disorder causes man to see faces as demonic. You know, this is a sign of the times, folks. And are they preparing us for things that people are actually seeing because of the hour we're living in? You know, there's so many signs. I could just kind of do a rundown here. But first I want to say, you know what gaslighting is, right? This is being reported from multiple different news sources. So people now have a rare disease, seeing demon faces. An explosive devil comet returns for the first time in 71 years during the April 8th solar eclipse, which is a sign or an omen or a warning. Jesus told us in the end times that there will be signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars, and on the earth distress the nations with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring. You know, we've got wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, increased volcanic activity, famines and pestilences, a global shutdown in 2020. There's so many things happening. So we've got a new disease about people who are seeing demon faces, a devil comet, and a total solar eclipse coming over, converging. The 2017 and 2024 eclipses converging at a place called Little Egypt. Little Egypt is pretty interesting to me, especially with a solar eclipse, because this solar eclipse is on Nisan 1. Nisan 1 is the day when the 3 days of darkness began in Egypt, historically. Whole lot of omens right now. This is what Jesus said about the signs of the times and the end of the age. The disciples came to him privately saying, "Tell us, when will these things be, and what will be the signs of your coming and the end of the age?" And Jesus answered and said to them, "Take heed that no one deceives you." So the end time game is deception. I think there's some AI trickery going on right now. There is a whole lot of deception going on right now. Be not deceived. Pray for discernment as never before. Jesus also goes on to tell us that there will be signs in the sun and the moon and in the stars, and on the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring. This solar eclipse, total solar eclipse, also being called the Great American Eclipse, is a warning signal omen sign. For news agencies to come up with a name for people seeing demon faces really makes you wonder what kind of gross darkness is about to come in the earth. Jesus said men's hearts would fail them for fear in this time, in the time of the end, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. He also ends the chapter by telling us to watch and pray. Don't forget, folks, that Euphrates River dried up. Remember, I did a video about that. Other people did too. But the drying up of that river is in the shape of the Omega sign in the Greek writing. Now we have these eclipses from the 2017 eclipse and the 2024 eclipse forming the Aleph Tav, beginning and the end. These have to be signs. There's just, to me, it would seem impossible that we could be seeing these kind of signs, and it doesn't mean to pay attention. So the Bible shows Jesus representing himself as the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and last. So the appearance of this symbol at the river Euphrates, I don't believe is a coincidence, because also there's no word for coincidence in the original language of the Bible. Now the solar eclipses from 2017, the one from October 2023, and the Great American Solar Eclipse of April 8th are forming an X and the Aleph Tav. That's amazing. Again, the beginning and the end. Aleph means strong leader. Tav means mark, covenant. Do you know that where this solar eclipse is converging in the center is a place called Little Egypt? Solar eclipses are warnings, they're omens, they're warnings of judgment. And for this solar eclipse to be on Nisan 1, the day the 3 days of darkness began in the biblical plagues of the Bible. There are so many ways that I believe God is warning us. And I'll tell you what, folks, it is really interesting because there is a man named Mike from around the world who reported that people were going to start seeing these entities. And people have reported on that. In fact, people have captured different celebrities' faces changing. And now this is happening more and more often where people are seeing people's faces changing. So in the spiritual world, there is great spiritual warfare taking place. And there's a great unveiling, a revealing taking place. Jesus told us in Luke 21:36 to watch and pray, and that's what we really need to do. The Lord told us that which is hidden would not remain hidden, but everything would be brought into the light. Apocalypse means a revealing, the veil lifting. I believe we've entered a time of great revelation, of seeing that which has been hidden. There are two kingdoms, the kingdom of darkness and the kingdom of the Most High God, the kingdom of the light of Christ Jesus. And we want to make sure we're on that side, the winning side. There are many different ways God's been giving us signs, signals, warnings, and now this solar eclipse, which is an omen. People are wondering if we're entering into the time of great tribulation. I believe we are close, and I believe we need to make the most of the days and watch and pray and really seriously pray for willing and obedient hearts. Revelation means unveiling, to be revealed. And yes, a time of a time such as never been in the earth will come. And so will the glorious, most majestic one, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, will come. And he will be revealed. He will pull back the curtain on the world stage and be revealed. Let's just not be deceived with all the crazy things going on out there. Seeing things that you're not to believe what your eyes are seeing is because of the times that we are coming into. And, this whole thing about gaslighting, that. For this to be happening and all over the news with several different news agencies, we should know that we are living in a time where Bible prophecy is coming to pass every day, right before our eyes. Spiritual warfare has increased. We need to watch and pray, and we need to be ready, and we need to share the truth even when it's not popular. We need to be like Esther and take a stand, fast and pray and take those stands for righteousness, because many, many lives are in the balances right now. God bless you, friends.